and welcome to Launerin's Gamer Score, and welcome to Fallout 76. So, after weeks of waiting, I finally managed to sort out all the technical difficulties, and I'm finally part of the game. So, Fallout 76 is mainly online. Well, I say mainly online. It's completely online, complete with microtransactions as well, which I'm not going to go into all of that. I don't usually bother with that sort of stuff, but you do earn, I can't remember what they're called, atomic coins, atoms, quite easily by completing quests and things like that. But yeah, so let's jump right into the game and I'll show you around a little bit. Right, so we're going to start off. I'm just going to make my way back to the vault where you start. Oh, hang on. Don't know where that other body went. Right. So yeah, we'll make our way back up to the vault. Just have a quick look in here, see if there's anything. Ooh, ground mole rat, lovely. Take that as well, why not? Okay, so a few things that I'll go through while we're making our way back here. Obviously, as I mentioned in the little intro, Fallout 76 is entirely online, which means I may very well run into other players, and it is entirely PvP. It's PvP activates once you get to level 5, I believe it is, if memory serves. So one thing that I have been doing in the game is hello. Ah, where are you? Is I've been concentrating a lot on harvesting and things like that. Because there's a lot to do with base building and things like that. But the main reason that I've been collecting herbs and things like that is because it's Fallout 76 is at heart a survival game. Whereas previously it was the previous Fallout games, were all survival games as well. It's not so, they weren't so much of a survival game as this is, which I will go through shortly. And here we are back at Vault 76. Now once you leave the vault you can actually get back into it, or at least I don't think you can. And this is Appalachia. Got some storms a-brewing over there by the looks of things. But yeah, it's a pretty big map. So when I say that it's a survival game, down in the right hand corner is my AP bar, as you would usually find on a Fallout game, and also my food and water levels. So I've got to eat and drink in order to stay alive, and the best way to do that is to craft things, which obviously I can't do at the moment, but essentially I'm trying to find one of the better kind of thing that I can use to heal myself up and not take too much rad damage, because as far as I'm aware there is not going to be, I'll have some pumpkin soup, not going to be much in the way of purified water and things. You need to deal with all of that sort of stuff yourself. So as for the map, oh, this is Launerin, by the way. Hello. So as for the map, it's a big map. Doesn't look very big on here, but it takes a long time to get anywhere, as I have found out previously. So there's me, and by the looks of things there's another player around here somewhere. Or is that the robot's name? No, that's Pennington. Anyway. So yeah, there's... So you have events that you can go and take part in to gain extra experience. These little yellow dots represent other players. So there's a few over there, and there's one over there. Not really any nearby me. And then obviously you reveal more of the map as you go out. There's some interesting looking things up here, which I would like to go and look at, but it's all quite high levels and I'm trying to not die. So what I am going to do for this video at least is I am going to make my way to my camp, which I built, where was it? Down by the airport somewhere. There's the overseer's camp. Ah, there's my camp up there. So what I'll do is I'll make my way back to my camp, and maybe we'll run into some other people along the way. Gorge Junkyard. Yeah, let's there we go. Right. So we'll make our way over to the Gorge Junkyard. So you can build a base on this as you could in Fallout 4, build structures and things. It's very, very limited to how much you can build. So if you want to build a big base or a large settlement or anything like that, then you'll need a team of people and form a group and do it that way, because I think that's how it works. Thank you. Now obviously I've had to turn the radio off. Oh, there's a scorched here. had to turn the radio off because of copyright infringement and things like that. I don't want to get into trouble, but I will say that the music in this is different. There's some songs that have been carried over from the previous games, but otherwise there's some new songs and things as well. And it's easy listening. It's nice to just sit back and listen to when you're just roaming around the wasteland. What's in here? Anything? No. Right, okay. So far I've had a little bit of an explore, and I still haven't quite got my bearings yet. I do have to keep checking the map to make sure that I'm going the right way and things like that. But I'm planning on having a nice little explore soon and maybe complete some more quests, which normally are up in the top right hand side of the screen, but obviously I've turned them off because I don't want to have any spoilers popping up about quests in the game. I'm only at like level 5 or something at the minute, or level 6. So I'm not very far into the game quest-wise, but I still don't want to ruin it for anyone who hasn't played it. Another thing that I have found with this game so far is that ammo seems to be very difficult to find. Right, so that's another thing that I need to look into. Let's just get a load of loot. There we go. Ooh. Let's have a little bit of a craft. Or not. So the crafting system is very similar to previously, and things like that. What I have found out is that when you do die, you lose any junk that you have on you, but you don't lose any scrap. So it's always good to scrap all of your items whenever you get to a station. It is also possible to craft ammo, but getting all the necessary pieces to do it is a little tricky, if memory serves. Kettle, Yeah, there is a couple of other thank you, of aspects of this game, like if you sleep on mattresses on the floor rather than on a bed, you may contract diseases and things like that, which is an interesting new thing. Ooh, ammo. Thank you very much. Right. Okay, now I've had a little bit of a poke around here. I'm going to carry on to my camp. I'll place another marker over there just so it points me in the right direction. There we go, that way. Yeah, there's a few glitches every now and then, but otherwise it's pretty solid game at the moment. You do have... Oh, hello. This is weird. I think somebody's made a camp here, but I can't see where. Anyway, let's just make our way over to my camp. But yeah, it's very green and very pretty compared to other Fallout games that I've played, where it's been literally a desolate wasteland. But because this is, in the grand scheme of things, not long after the bombs had been dropped, this is set, I think it's 200 years before Fallout 4 at least. There's a bee swarm there. Yeah, so it's set a lot earlier. So I think it's just a case of not everything's had chance to die yet. It's just kind of become irradiated and kind of a bit nasty. There's a fox somewhere. Ooh. Gather wood. There we go. So, we're coming up to my camp now. So, I'll just remove the marker from the map. Yeah, just coming up to my camp. Don't expect anything big or extravagant, because it's not. I've just built a very simple camp where I can rest and craft things, basically, with a couple of turrets to defend it. I've also created it around a couple of spawning places for various flowers, and I believe there is somewhere within my camp a log at which you can harvest wood. Here it is. There we go. Some more wood. Right. Store all of my junk, please. Okay. So yeah, this is my little camp. Like I say, it's not much. Oh, did not mean to do that. Right. So yeah, obviously I've got a bed and a couple of crafting stations, and I'm planning on building more, just so I can really start to... oh. start to build my base up. But as for right now, I'm going to make my way over here so I can demonstrate how the new VAT system works. So obviously, because it's online, the VATS is now kind of live action, and yeah, so your AP runs down the longer you have it activated. But I have been shot in the head. So I am suffering quite a bit at the moment. Oh dear. Wonderful. Just heal myself up a little bit, and yeah, so obviously bombs have dropped, so there are petrified corpses everywhere. I need to eat something soon. So I'm going to make my way back to my camp. Oh yeah, and there's this little garden right next to where my camp is, which I found the other day, which is very handy for just picking up some extra stuff to make soups with. So I'll just find some pumpkin soup, have a few of them, and then we'll start scrapping some stuff. There we go. Right, so just start scrapping all of this stuff that I'm not going to use. And then obviously I'll get a little bit of... Oh, that was my machete. Whoops. Memory serves. Yeah. Anyway. So now scrapping the armour that I've picked up. I'm not going to use. Right, that's... So yeah, we're gonna take that. Yeah, I didn't think I'd be able to. Right. Oh no! Don't do that. Come out. Think I found a glitch. There we go. Right, and chemistry. Okay. And then we'll just do a little bit of cooking. Actually, before I do that, I found a recipe a moment ago, didn't I? No. There we go. For ground mole rat. Lovely stuff. There we go. Right. And then we'll just make some more soup. There we go. And then you can use the water pumps to collect dirty water, and then you can boil that up to make boiled water, and then that's a little bit better for you than the normal water. So we'll just come over here and just chuck some of that water in. There we go, boiled water. And then obviously, well, maybe not obviously, when you're cooking things you use up wood to fuel the fire, etc. So yeah, there's a lot of new things in this game that weren't in the old ones. So it has definitely taken a different turn. Actually, I'll keep hold of all of that. So yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm yeah, taking my time, not completing quests too quickly, trying to level up a bit in between doing things. The leveling up system is now perk card based, so you get a certain amount of points equal to like the level of your ability. Obviously they've kept the special thing, so yeah, so as your levels go up and you increase your stats, you can equip more perk cards and give yourself more bonuses. And I think that is all the basics of Fallout 76. So what I will do is I will just go on to the last thing that has been introduced. We have a photo mode. So I'm just going to... There we go. There we go, and there we go. So that was Fallout 76. I'm going to carry on now and play a bit more. But in the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.